coach Tyler Shipstad. I currently am the head coach of the 16U AAA team and the assistant coach on the 18U AAA team. I also run the Monument Hockey Academy and kind of jump around everywhere. I'm associate head with the 12U team and 13U team this year. So I'll see some of you younger guys. Coach John, you want to introduce yourself? I don't think you even need an introduction.
Yeah, I just, John Ang here, Director of Sports Performance for the Colorado Rampage. Just most of you guys know who I am. I know most of you guys. It's, been 8 years of this, so get to see a lot of different players and kind of excited to be able to connect with you guys outside of just, posting videos and just posting stuff on social media that way. So it's an extra thing that we're trying to do to reach out and help each other through this time. So.
Yeah, well said. Thanks, John. So really our goal with this is to, obviously we miss all you guys and we want to touch base with you more often and connect. Some of the people that were on here before we started recording, I kind of explained what we're going to be looking for in the next couple of weeks is just kind of use this as a tool to reach out to all the members, all our families, all our friends out there in the Rampage world, Monument Hockey world, Monument Ice Rinks as a whole, Adult League, all the groups that we have. We just want to reach out and kind of talk to you guys and let you know what's going on. So we'll do kind of a quick little recap every week of, our reviews. We've got some alumni scheduled in to come next week. Might have some NHL guys, have some coaches on. Maybe you think you're interview worthy and you want to reach out to us. You can reach out to us on the Colorado Rampage Facebook, Colorado Rampage Instagrams, TikTok, whatever you got. You can private message us and say that you want to be on Coach Ship and John's little podcast type show here. So if you think you're worthy and you want to be a guest, please send us a message and we'll see if we can get you on. And then that way we'll release ahead of time who's coming on. So Monday, Coach John, who do we got coming on?
We got Garrett Metcalf and Sean Giles, both former Rampage players, and both guys just finished up their senior year. And Garrett does have one more year left of college hockey. I think he is going to transfer and go continue on with schooling, but Sean is graduated. So
Anaheim draft pick as well. So really good role models for you younger Rampage players to look up to, reach out, ask questions. If you got any question about anything, this is going to be a good time to do it. And hopefully they have some good Rampage stories or stories about, their life after Rampage that they can bring to us and bring to the program. So that's another piece of why we want to do this. So the first thing I want to do is just speak on what's going on with our rink and our program, just so everybody knows what's up. Our plan as of now is to open on May 1st, and that's based on the CDC and the state and what they've allowed us to do. So our goal is to, open by that May 1st date, and then we will start all programs from there. Breakfast Club, Ed, Girls Club, Little Rookies, Adult League, Tier 1 and Tier 2 spring and summer will start May and run through September. So you'll still get the same length of training, but it'll just run through those dates. Other than that, we're going to pack in all those membership type programs. We're going to pack in all the value for you guys. So whatever you missed in this last month or so, in this closure, we're going to make it up to you in the month of May, and we'll cram some extra sessions in there so we can get kids on the ice and get back to doing what we love. And so we can connect with everybody and get to see people face to face and share in this community and be a part of it. So that being said, just on the news side, I guess, Coach John, what have you been up to throughout this?
Just been staying busy, obviously making the daily workouts, posting that on the 365 Instagram and the Rampage Instagram and Facebook as well. If people don't have those platforms, it is on the 365 YouTube channel. And then also just trying to get ready and stay busy through this time of not going to the gym. I'm usually used to being there a lot, and this is obviously a big adjustment, not being able to be there every day and seeing you guys every day. So it's definitely tough, but I mean, just trying to do things, pick up new hobbies, like trying to read a little bit more usually than I do before. Right now, just reading The Talent Code. So that's definitely a good book that you guys might want to pick up, and it's just about like acquiring skills and stuff, and how much time it takes to become like a master at certain things. So and just trying not to take care of my mental health, and really just trying to be positive through this time. I know it's definitely tough. All my family's back in Canada, so it's I'm not really able to see them physically. Obviously I can FaceTime them and stuff, but it's tough because my brother's a doctor as well, so he's on the front lines in Canada. So it's definitely a different and a tough time mentally and obviously physically, because we're not able to go to the rink or go to the gym and do the workouts and skate and be around like our teammates and our classmates and all those things. So I definitely think it's definitely a tough time, but we'll get through this. So Ship, what are you even doing? Are you I know we're constantly talking on the phone. We talk on the phone a lot more than we talk in person now, but like what other things have you been doing outside of work stuff to try and stay mentally and physically healthy here?
Yeah, we're like I kind of talked to the MHA group a little bit when we were on Zoom. I'm trying to find a routine again and get back into kind of a normal swing of things. Lately I was able to sneak a bike out of 365 before we closed. So I got a bike at home, and then I ended up getting that Peloton app. So I've been biking like crazy. That's been a good way to stress relieve a little bit. Kind of set up the garage for a little gym. So that's been a good escape. And then otherwise just working on stuff for next year's MHA for our seasons. Going to be that time to start recruiting for teams again, making sure tryouts and schedules are all good. So we're still working for you and still making sure everything is ready to go when we open back up mid-May. I will say I did dive into that Tiger King Netflix show.
Yeah.
It's pretty entertaining for the kids who are of the appropriate age. You can watch that. And the 007 movies. I've watched a few movies. I am trying to read every night before I go to bed, but I do have to mix in those little bit of those movie times so I can relax.
Right. I think you brought up a good point. I was just trying to get a routine through this time and not just rely on like, hey, what needs to be done today? It's like, hey, wake up, eat breakfast, read for a bit, maybe do a workout, stick handle for a bit, eat lunch, that type of stuff, get into that routine and just trying to stay, so you're staying busy and not just, oh, I'm just going to sit around and play like 6 hours of Fortnite or something like that, or whatever it might end up being. It's good to stick in that routine.
You got to find the balance, right?
Yeah.
Balance
for
it all
sure.
out.
That especially when you don't have something to go to, like physically go to, like I physically don't go to the rink or, physically going to school. Like there's a lot of just, you're in your own home, you're in close quarters with your family members or your roommates or your pets. So you're always around them. There's no, it's always like the same people. You're not interacting with a bunch of different people, obviously with the social distancing thing that obviously limits us a bit, but it's tough. I think just getting that routine and not sleeping in until 1 or 2 in the afternoon, use up that first portion of the day, be productive with all the time. Yeah, it is a good time to relax and enjoy your family and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's, try to be productive on the other side of it. So.
Yeah, no, all really good points. Stuff that's really tough during this time to focus on and be involved in. So, it's the players that really work hard and are disciplined and can eat the right food, get the right rest, do all those things. Yeah, you can still have fun and I was kicking the soccer ball around today. I got 2 dogs and they were jumping around. So I mean, yeah, there's time and place to have that little fun, but we definitely gotta get the work in too. So I guess with that, if anybody wants to, I'll switch it here. So anybody else wants, if you got any questions or anything, does anybody just raise your hand? I'll unmute you and let you go. Dom, you're first. Can you unmute your screen?
I was just wondering, with the spring and summer, does my titanium, does that come with titanium, or do we have to pay for that? Or
Yes.
if you
So
don't
I
have it.
will, yeah, I can send you, I'll reach out to you individually.
Okay.
And we'll set that up. I'll put you in contact with Sarah Stockwell and she can set you up for that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So Charlie, Riley, anybody else? You guys got any questions? No. All right. Well, hey, we'll do some polling. Dom, hit your, yeah, there you go. So we'll do some polling. We'll do some other things about what guys are maybe watching on Netflix, what video games are popular, all those fun activities. And then we'll send it out to the whole group and make sure you guys are paying attention. Let your buddies know to hop on for that Monday one. We'll post it on Facebook, Instagram, everything, and let you know that Sean Giles and Garrett Metcalf will be coming on to interview. So that being said, Coach John, you got anything to finish with?
No, yeah, like Coach Shipstad was saying, we'll post the time that we go live again next, and then like you said, after we'll post the recorded version of it later. So if you miss it, not a big deal. You just watch it later, and you can rewatch it if you thought it was funny or something, or you thought it was show somebody else. And then if you do have questions, you're not gonna be able to get on the live thing. You can always send it to the Rampage Facebook, or the Instagram direct message, and just say, hey, I had a question for, and it could be a specific question to Sean or Garrett on Monday. Or it can just be something in general about just like general advice for a younger player. I mean, we'll probably touch on that because that's going to be obviously a huge part of talking about their Rampage experience and things that they learned and people who influenced them and what's the best piece of advice they got and all those different things going through that, and then going through the junior ranks and then finishing their degrees up too. So there's a lot there, and I think it's good to look back and learn from guys who came before us, and we can and obviously the program's evolved to help serve the younger players that are coming through now, because we've learned a lot from what those current players 96, 97, 98 birth years are kind of getting through that college phase. So they got a lot of advice that they can give back. They're a little bit older, but it's still relevant to everything we're trying to do as a program. So
yeah. All right, fellas. Well, thanks for chiming in. The few that did pop on. Everybody else, you'll see the recorded version of this, but look forward to, let's see, Monday the 6th. That's when we'll have Sean Giles and Garrett Metcalf on. So pay attention to those posts on Facebook, Instagram. We'll let everybody know. So make sure if you got any questions for those two guys. Obviously have been through the same position that everybody else in this program has as well. They grew up grinding away at it, playing through it, went through the junior ranks, went through the college ranks, and now they got a lot of opportunity out in front of them. So great people to ask questions. All right, well, Coach John, thank you. Guys who popped on, thank you very much, and we will talk to you guys next Monday.
Thank you, guys.